All right, Brick Fam. So here with another one of our block tech. We're looking at the retro blocks this time. So these are little $1 builds, and I got to tell you, out of some of the $1 builds, I might be going to get some more just because some of the pieces that we're getting are well worth the cost of $1, right? So we've got $1. It's 24 pieces. Let's see. Let's say 25. That puts these almost at 4 cents a piece. Not bad on cost here. Not bad at all. So this is, of course, the 24 piece. It's a roller skate. Okay, I can get behind that. These would make actually probably really good ornaments for things or backpack charms, things like that. Kind of one of those. I kept looking past these, and then I started to kind of take notice. It's like, you know what? I might need to look into this a little bit more. And there's actually one particular one down the way that we're going to review that I'll probably be going and buying a few more because the parts that we're getting in it, again, are, and I like to use this term, delicious, meaning that the parts that you get out of it are well worth building. Might even pick one of these up again down the road just for some of the extra parts and pieces. Pretty good stuff. Let's take a look at the box first, and then we'll kind of get into the build afterwards, much like we do. So this is called the Retro Blocks. This is, again, Block Tech. It's over at Five Below. These things are $1. Pretty cheap. You know, they're trying to bait us on the nostalgia, you know what I mean? Of course, we've got a roller skate, prevalent in my youth. Record player, prevalent in my youth. Cassette tape, prevalent in my youth. And then a little game system, a Game Boy, also prevalent in my youth. I remember I didn't have a Game Boy growing up. I wanted one. I didn't get an actual game system. Like when Game Boy came out, everyone had it. I couldn't afford it. I had these Tiger games. So they were like, Tiger was an LCD screen, go bleep bleep blop blop bleep bleep blop blop sort of games. That's what I had, and worked out to my favor. I had a jet one that was amazing. Looked a little bit like this. It was in yellow, but the buttons were in orange. There's only 4 in this set. No, I've got 2 of these, but I might pick up some others, just again for the building parts of it, right? On the top, we get, of course, a picture of the roller skate. It says 8 and up. Honestly, this doesn't have to be 8 and up. I mean, it's small parts, but I could see someone 6 probably playing with these fairly easily. But if they're suggesting 8 and up, let's stick with their suggestion. That's the smart thing to do, right? Yeah, because we're smart parents and we don't want to just hand something over to our kids that would hurt them. Don't do it. All right, that's it. I mean, you've got a picture of the boot, cross-sell art, the boot, and legalese on the bottom. So there's nothing else to show on this. So instead, boom, let's look at the booklet, right? Now this is one sheet. It is folded up, and of course, something I do like about what they do is they show you all the pieces and parts that go in it. There's only 24 pieces. So there's not like a gigantic list here, but you got some pretty decent build techniques. There's nothing on the back. 5 steps and you're done. This thing took me maybe, I don't know, me talking live. It took me, oh man, not very long. Actually, not long at all. I was quite surprised that it didn't last longer than it did, but it didn't have to. It didn't have to. Again, it's a small piece, 24 pieces. If you can't get 24 pieces done after 5 minutes, someone like me, you might be talking too much, or you're highly distracted. So yeah, but here, let's look at our actual boot. Now this thing rolls actually pretty well. Interestingly enough, it is narrow. It is very narrow and very blocky. It's got a not Blake, not Blocky, but blocky, in that it's Blocky, right? Why? Because we love Legos and we love building and engineering. So with this, we do have, of course, a little print on the side that's got like a serial number. Again, that could wipe off with some stuff. But you've got this really interesting build. Now, it doesn't roll like that well. And these wheels are very rubberized. I could see this going for like, hiding wheels underneath something because they're a bit smaller than standardized wheel, but, they've got some nice roll to it. This has got some interesting stuff in it that you could build with. I like these little plates here that have axles on it. Again, pretty basic, building techniques and building stuff, but enough really good things that make some of this worthwhile. Honestly, I'd pick another one of these up just to kind of hide tires, to do like spinners, things like that for my world building, and to have a lot of these colors. Now, that is that pink. This is that Easter yellow. Haha. You can imagine I'm going to probably put these with some of the succulents and build some things off of that for sure, because there's some really decent stuff on here. Now, again, 4 5 minutes. This has really nothing in it as far as the build. There's nothing too much to shout home about. It's pretty basic stuff, but just because it's basic doesn't mean it's not worthwhile. At $1, this is a pretty good thing to pick up. So that's all I got to say about the Retro Line 24-piece Block Tech Retro Blocks roller skate. It's a mouthful. At $1 at Five Below, this is definitely worth picking up, especially if you like being nostalgia baited. If you're a kid from the 80s, etc., this is worth picking up. And also for some of the young builders, it's worth picking up just because it's got a lot of really good building pieces to it. A lot of, pieces here and there that you can use for other things. And that's all I got to say about it. Thank you all for showing up. If you haven't subscribed, be sure to subscribe. It helps out the channel quite a bit. If you like this content, you want to see more, definitely subscribe, click the notifications, comment down below, like it. It helps out the algorithm, it helps out the channel, and I appreciate all the help that I can get. All right, I love you all. Jesus loves you more. There's nothing you can do about it. Good luck with the build, and happy brick hunting.